Broken Generation, episode 51. 51. So we're just going to run the episodes and change the season number, yeah?
Okay.
Because we're season 4 now.
Are we season 4? What,
yeah, 2024, isn't it?
Yeah, the fact.
But we're just going to run, because we've done more than 51 shows.
100%.
Yeah, we've definitely done more than that.
That makes sense.
So yeah, we'll just change the season number, keep the episodes the same. That's how we do it over here in the Broken Generation. Brother, I guess today we're just going to run with it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're just going to have one run. We obviously got a main topic we want to talk about. But other than that, we're just going to see where it takes us. Curveball and that. But instantly, I seen something. I want to ask you your opinion. Or ask you what you're going to say on the matter. So, it's a random one, brother.
Okay, yeah. Go with the randoms, man. Go with the randoms.
So it don't have to be personal. It can be personal if you want, but it could be anything. So, you have a chance to go back in time.
Come on.
What 2 events would you stop? So it could be anything, or it could be a personal thing, or it could be... So I'll give you an example of what I seen.
Go on.
So I saw one brother... So that joke, these are joke ones.
Yeah.
Well, one of them's joke, one of them's not. So one of them, he goes back to the award ceremony with Chris and Will. And obviously Will's just about to get up. And he's like, brother, don't do it. Yeah. And then the other one is not a joke, but it's
Let's hear it.
Delays Kobe Bryant's helicopter. So like he goes in and was like, the weather's not looking great. You're going to have to be grinded. And they're like, got you. Okay. And obviously, so that's the 2. So it weren't really, it's not big serious ones. I don't want to
hear it. No, I hear it.
But if there's is there anything that comes to your mind instantly?
Nothing comes to my mind just yet, you know.
Yeah,
I'm gonna need a moment. Have you given it much thought?
But do you know what? I haven't. Only till I just seen it now. It just reminded me, and I thought, you know what? That's a good thing. Like, people, if you're out there, let us know what 2 events or anything would you go back and change, or you could stop, or I'm not saying.
Do you know what I would have done?
Go on.
I would have gone back, to the first African man, when the first white man landed in Africa.
Yeah.
And said, hey, yo, can I get something? I would have said, nah, stop it.
Oh, what? You would be the first African man?
I would have stopped. The slave trade that ran through Africa. Yeah, that's what I would have done.
Yeah, that's a deep one, brother.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I don't even know.
Shout out to that, yeah. You wouldn't stop the slave trade.
No, but I don't feel like that would stop the slave trade. No, I'm not taking away from you because I'm not saying what you've done is not important.
Well, I hear you.
I'm not saying what you've done is not important. I don't know, man. It's hard. What about you personally, without getting too personal? So he starts actually, the way it starts, he's gaming like whenever it was, how many years ago, and he comes through a portal to his south.
Yeah.
And he's like, take all your money out of wherever it is.
Yeah.
And invest in Uber.
Yeah.
He said Uber's going to be massive. And then people's in the comments like saying, why didn't you say Bitcoin or Amazon or whatever? But he says Uber. And then he says something to do with the Super Bowl. Like, this person's going to stop. So he's like, make a massive bet on that and put all of your money today in. So is there anything you would go back and tell yourself?
That's the standard, which I would say. Yeah, that's kind of the standard, isn't it? I would just say, look, boom. Here's the lottery numbers for next week.
Yeah, but you don't. If you went back in time now, you wouldn't know what the lottery numbers were for next week.
That's a fact. That's to be fair. Well, no, but I mean, like, okay. Here's the lottery numbers for last week. I'd go back 2 weeks further. And be like, yeah, boom. About 8 tickets.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, something like that. But there's nothing in my life that I would necessarily change.
Why?
Bomba, got one, brother.
Yeah, you got it.
Got one. You got it. Yeah?
It's a big one.
It's a deep one though.
Is it cuts?
I don't know if I want to share it with the cam.
It runs deep.
I don't know if I want to share it with the cam. Shall I? Brother, secondary school, yeah. It's coming back now. It's all coming back now, brother. I had an afro in secondary school, yeah.
Okay.
I had an afro in secondary school, science class.
Yeah.
One brother.
Wasn't me.
Not what? It wasn't even a brother. He's from the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Came up behind me when I had my afro. He said 1 2 1 2. Yeah. I put him. This is what happened. Nah. Because I think you were there in this situation. You might know what happened.
I might have been there.
I said, what? Man's mocking me. That's dumb. So all I said was, right, let me just have a conversation with this brother. And that's literally what I wanted to do. I want to say, oh, bro, why would you do that? That's rude. and the brother swung at me and clapped me and hit me.
Bro, I wasn't there. I would have backed the team.
No, you just saw it after, because a few of the man them were out there.
No, but I'm saying if I would have been on the spot, it would have been. I'd have backed it.
This is what happened. But I punched me in my face. Yeah, the first punch, it was the greatest punch. Because it clapped my eye, bro. It was right in my eye. Boom.
Oh, no.
I was like, what? I didn't know we were fighting. It took me off guard. The principal, can you remember the principal? There's a female principal.
Yeah.
She was there, grabbed my arms. The brother continued to swing on my face, bro. Can you remember this fight I had?
No.
You can't remember this fight?
No,
this is legendary. It's not legendary, but it was the fight that destroyed my confidence for 2 years.
I'm not laughing at that.
2 years, my confidence was shot. No, you can't remember this. Yeah, I had a fight in secondary school, man. I was like,
what, you didn't get a fight, brother. You got beat up.
I got, yeah. Year 9, I think I was.
Year 9?
Science
I would have
class.
been there then.
No, I was first class. I was first set.
Yeah,
you were
like
fourth set or something.
Yeah, I was way back.
so there was no man them in my class at all.
Yeah. Cause obviously I caught up and took over and we switched when it got serious.
But anyway, yeah, that played on my mind for about a year and a half, 2 years.
So what would you do?
I would have been like, yo, you are about to fight.
Oh, duck.
Okay, that's it. No,
brother,
it wouldn't even said duck. I'd be like, prepare yourself, you're gonna fight. That's it. It's simple. I didn't know I was gonna fight. I didn't even know I was fighting. Until boom. Anyway.
No way.
I got mad animated then because it just clapped me.
This is what I'm saying. You never told that story before. I don't even remember. Let me think. Is there any fights? I don't know. Is there any time when?
So nothing personally. No. There's no atrocities in the world that you want to stop.
No,
I'm just like, yeah, F it, man. I'm gonna care.
No, I think the worst thing is, I think it would be my first thought. Yeah. Would probably be a personal thought. Like,
okay, yeah.
Brother, go back and that time I was gonna buy Bitcoin 15 years ago, buy it.
Was there a time when you were gonna buy Bitcoin?
Yeah, I had it.
One of my brethren
I had it in my car and everything.
One of my brethren has 3 Bitcoins and an old computer that he has no idea where it is.
See? No, I had it and then I was looking at it and I thought it could be, I don't know, £5 or whatever it was. Yeah. But then you had to pay the processing transaction and all of these. And you know, it's like a delivery fee. You know, when you want to buy something, you bring yourself round to saying, right, I'm going to spend the money. And then they lick you with like a $3.99. You say, you know what, that's it for me. Yeah, so mine was like that. Okay. So I'd have to pay a transition or whatever it was, the ever fee. And that put me off it completely.
Okay.
So that's just one of them ever stories. Everyone's got one of them stories, you know. Them, like you said, your brethren's got Bitcoin on a computer.
To be fair, there's a childhood love. There's one girl I never took the step and said, yo.
Is it? Nah, see, now you're getting deep, brother. Pause. No Diddy.
No Diddy. Oh, yeah, I would have shot my.
Yeah?
I would have tried. I would have seen what I would have got in.
Just threw it out there in the water.
Yeah, no point. There's no point in it.
Right.
I'm trying to think on a spot, so those are the things that.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you think on the spot, it's hard to think.
Oh, right, I got one as well. Oh my god! I was daydreaming about this the other day.
Wow, still plays on your mind.
Two Deadly Crew versus Beyond the Point.
Oh, Massacre.
Do you remember that? Oh, Massacre. Sorry.
I was, you know what? I was thinking about that. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day as well.
I had 0 bars. It was 0 bars in my head. But if I'd have gone back there today, I'd have been like, yo, just rip this, yeah? Boop. Here you go. Just jump on stage and
all we had to do was just drop. Back then, you just had to drop. Runner man say he's got a big head. Because we didn't really have clash bars like that, innit? Like, it was literally our bars.
Yeah.
Spitting out loud but we didn't really send for nobody.
No, I didn't even get to. This hurts me. I think it was only top 5 that were allowed on stage.
Brother, I'm sure you're
because I think there was like only 5 of us that was allowed on stage. So I was like, there was like a crew that was like 18 of us. So
this is it, brother.
I was like,
this is it. For the
what, second place trophy? Was that second place trophy?
This is the runner-up trophy. This right here. Yeah, I got voted number 1 MC.
Okay.
So for number 1 MC, I didn't get a trophy. I get to keep our trophy. Second place. Silver, you know. I deep in that.
You know what, I remember.
I went on to get first place though, you get me? Nationally. In checkers, second place.
I remember that. I can't remember the actual clash. But I can remember everyone being on stage. I can't remember the content. I don't even know if the speakers were clear enough.
So
But I could just remember that moment. I was like, oh, right.
So you're telling me only the top 5 got to go back on stage?
It was set like that.
Who decided the top 5? No, it was 3. It was 3 of us.
Massacre had like a small, didn't have nowhere near the amount of people that we had.
Nah, but they every other, all the rest of the crews jumped in with them, innit?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. R.I.P. Triller. Triller was on their side.
Okay, yeah.
I think Merds went on their side. Like, there was a few other man
Yeah.
that was in different crews at the time.
I just jumped on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, not just because, obviously, it was just
It was just a fun thing, and it
Yeah, it was nothing serious about it. There was no seriousness. But,
I was thinking about it the other day as well.
Do you know what? So
random.
No, you're very true, because if I could go back, more falling down in that night. Definitely, I would go back to when I won that competition.
Okay,
and wish that I actually like took it serious and followed up, and because I was promised so much stuff and I never ever chased it up. Like, you know what I mean? That's not my mentality. I'm not someone that runs after it. If you say you're gonna do it, you do it. If you don't do it, you haven't done it. So I would definitely go back to that time and maybe even sign the contract that they offered me.
Yeah.
Because what difference has it made in my life?
No, I hear it.
You know, them ones, like, I haven't done anything. You know, I could have signed a contract and been represented by whoever management, and I could have been in a different place now. But man was stubborn, bruv. I thought I could do it all myself. You know? So maybe that's, if we're not talking like personal, but one of my biggest regrets, is probably not being an industry whore.
Yeah.
You know,
no, you're right.
You know that I could have had a bag of pop tunes right now, making money off the PRS and them things all to this day.
Flow. Yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah, me. Remember, a man said to me, who was it again? Who was it at the time? I was meant to be on like Nive Pop magazine, you know, like them pop magazines they used to have, and there was talk of whoever. And then man was saying, what, you're not, I don't know, someone like Westlife or something.
Yeah.
And I remember a man said to me, so what, you're going to make tune with Westlife, are you? And I'm like, nah, brother, never, ever, don't ever disrespect me with the, I wish I did.
Yeah,
I wish I did.
Facts.
You know, NSYNC and all them kind of things there. But remember, back then, pop was proper pop.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't break through yet. Like, this is before Dizzy, this is before Tinchy Strider, Chip went pop. Yeah. Like, I couldn't even tell you who the pop urban acts were. Maybe Craig David.
Lamar.
Yeah, Lamar, Craig David. You know, Craig David had that little garage.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
So probably for me, that would be a moment I would go back and, maybe
there's not a I can't even have that conversation with you, innit? Sorry. Apologies.
What are you trying to do?
No, I was just gonna say it.
What are you trying to do? Get man stuck?
I was just saying it. It's calm.
What about other than obviously you spoke about slavery? Is there any life event like historical event? In historical event.
There's not. You know.
Like, is there anything? I'm thinking.
I'd go back in time to see, but I wouldn't go back in time to stop. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'd run back to see if Jesus on a cross, and when he rose from the grave, I'd be like, yo, I saw the thing real. I saw the thing true. Blood fire.
What is in the background, yeah?
Like, yo, big man. So he's real, yeah? Change money.
You know what? That would be good.
Change my life.
That would be good, brother. That would be good. Back to the Egyptian times.
Yeah, facts.
Seeing the rulers. Go back to my man, the king. I'm begging him a little something. Yo, brother, beg you just a little
gold coin,
beg
man.
you a little 60 acres, brother.
Where's the treasure?
Beg you a little 60. Yeah, I mean, that's nothing to you, big. Beg you a little 60 acres.
Yeah.
Beg you a continent. You know that ones. You don't need. You need the whole of Africa, brother. Beg you a couple countries over there. You know they're doing a film about him now, innit? I read
the Musa thing.
Yeah, I seen it's in the talks.
Yeah, all right, brother.
So that was the most randomest.
There's nothing in the UK you would stop. You would have changed. I'm trying to think though, because
obviously, like them 7/7 bombs, like the terror attack, like it would always be nice to. Do you know what I would do, brother?
What's that? Well,
take me to Wuhan. Soon as the brothers are about to take that bite of the bat. Soon as I see the bat in his hand.
Stop COVID early.
Stop COVID from.
Okay, now to be fair, I'd go back to Adam and Eve and I would have slapped Eve. I would have been like, yo, The apple dying, you fool. Be like, yo, no apple for you, B. Slap.
Just well,
Life would be easy now.
And Adam like had the apple.
Yeah, but Eve ate it first.
Did she?
Eve was deceived by the snake, the serpent.
Huh?
And then she said to Eve. Eve said
I
to
thought Adam yammed it first. Oh, see, that's what I don't know, innit?
Yeah, yo. Pause. No Diddy with the yamming. Man yamming first, yeah. No Diddy.
No, Adam yammed Eve first. Apple first.
Okay,
Yeah, me, Adam and Eve, bro. There's only two people there.
To be fair, I'd go back to Adam and Eve and see what colour complexion they were. I take a little Polaroid picture. And then I'd do the same thing for Jesus. Take a little.
Do you know in history? No two white people have made a black child?
Two what?
Ever. In history, two white people
have ever made a black child.
Have made a black child.
Okay.
Impossible.
Yeah. So what's the question you're asking?
Well,
what's the statement you're making?
No, I'm saying
because two black people have made a white child.
Yeah. So how can the first people on Earth be white if they can't produce a black child?
I just wanted to show proof.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm just saying.
That's a fact.
Do you know what else I would change?
Talk to me.
I would tell Steven Gerrard, brother, there's a centre of the pitch that's slippy. Just mind that. Just an email. Because the main time when he was social media, I'd send him a letter and say, brother, you're going to play Chelsea. There's a centre of a pitch that's a bit slippy, brother. It's going to haunt us for the rest of our life. You know, just make sure when you get to that point, you don't slip. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. Other than there's a million things in it. There's a million things. But it was just a funny concept, like watching a brother and obviously what you went to. But yeah, we went back to what's her name as well. Sexy Red. Is it Sexy Red?
Yeah.
My booty hole brown, and he stops the tape and rips up the rips up the thing and was like, sorry, your studio time's finished. Yeah, he stops the tape and rips it. It's like a comedy thing. It's a good sketch. I'm surprised like more people haven't done like them kind of comedy sketches.
Yeah.
Like I'm surprised a lot more people. So let's move on to someone that would probably love to go back in time now and change a lot. Why would he? I don't know.
Oh, good point.
I don't know if he would because he seemed like he's been enjoying his life for a long time.
Right.
The person we are talking about is Mr. No Diddy. Yeah? Hashtag. I don't know why you hashtag.
The bad boy himself, yeah? The bad boy CEO himself.
So, what? Probably a few months ago now, we spoke about Did He Do It? And that was more around...
Cassie?
Yeah, abuse and there's loads in it. Sexual abuse, physical abuse.
It was about one specific individual.
Yeah.
His ex-girlfriend. Yeah?
Yeah.
And artist.
Yeah.
So it was a whole lot of things around him and her, specifically how she felt, how the relationship was going and went. And we kind of had our thoughts and ideas about that.
And I think if we summarize... when we summarised, we said, yeah, we think he did do it.
Yeah.
Since that time, since we put that out there, no one else, there's been a lot more allegations. And recently, as of this morning, or even yesterday, his homes have been raided. 2 homes, one in like Miami, one LA, somewhere else. Is it LA? Yeah. Okay, so one Florida, one LA.
Apparently his private jet was seen, or the took flight to one of the Caribbean islands.
Cape Verde.
There's no confirmation that he was on the flight or anything, but
well, if you haven't, and there's pictures of his sons in handcuffs.
Yeah, pictures being taken of them outside of their home or in the home.
So in theory, if he's not been handcuffed there with them, is there a possibility that he was on that flight?
Possibly.
And did that scream guilty?
Talk the ting.
People. That's what people say, don't they? They say, but let's just explore it then. Let's go from the start because I think there's 2 sides to it. But let's go from the start. So, what do you know since our last conversation? What do you know through accusations?
Accusations.
Accusations. That's the word, big man.
There's a number of legal cases he's going through.
Yeah.
With individuals saying that he has. I think there was a producer that worked on his album that's saying that he not only got underpaid, but he also went through some sexual deviance because of Diddy. And there's some other people that have been saying the same thing, as well as some celebrities who have kind of distanced themselves from him.
Yeah.
Specifically, as well as has 50 Cent has back in the day and is still now going harder than ever, no Diddy, over the whole allegations and is it's true, is it not true sort of thing. So it's just like the accusations have been going huge. As well as them, you've heard about him saying that there was a guy who got killed, and he got his security guard to clean everything up, blah, 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 and then somehow he died somewhere else at a different location. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
And the same guy that was involved with Michael Jackson, the security guard that was in Michael Jackson's death, I think he was the first person on the scene, something like that, is the same guy.
Yeah.
So a lot of real ins and outs.
So is that fact or is that just conspiracy?
No, it's factual.
Oh, that's factual.
Meek, I think, some of the accusations, Meek Mill was dragged in it, and his name was discarded, but he said, it says in like, redacted, sorry, but it says like, okay, the Philly artist who was in relationship with Nicki Minaj. It was kind of obvious who that was. And the accusations of him being Meek Mill's being homosexual is also out there as well.
But he shut that down, didn't he? He come out and shut that down.
Well, there's been a few things.
So we haven't really. The statement got released when? Yesterday or the day before?
Which statement?
Recently did his first statement. He released the first statement, didn't he?
I haven't.
Yeah. So we released the statement maybe 2-3 days ago. Obviously addressing the accusations. And
was it him directly, or was it his lawyer or representative?
Possibly. It just says, it's from his Instagram account or from wherever it's come from.
Yeah.
It's just him meant to be his words, basically saying like it's all false. He's never been involved, and that it's people trying to tarnish his name and Bad Boy Records and so on.
Do you mind if I read it?
Oh, you got it, yeah?
Yeah, I got it up.
Go through.
Oh, wait. So this is the old one.
When was that?
This was released on the 6th of December 2023.
Okay, so it might possibly be the same one.
Okay, do you want me to read this one still?
Yeah, just read that
one.
Okay.
Got me on the spot, reading.
So you can't read, brother. You can't read.
I don't know now. I don't know.
You got enough books to be able to read.
Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation and my legacy.
Okay.
Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of the awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth. Sean Diddy Cole.
No, Diddy. That's the one. So obviously someone's just reposted it. Or obviously I've seen it late. Okay, but someone else come on camera and said that as well.
Who's that?
Certain Robert Kelly.
Okay, what?
Went on camera and
denied stuff.
I did not. You lot are killing me, man. He jumped.
Is this thing on me?
He did similar.
Yeah,
and we all know how that one. We all know how that played out.
That's a fact.
So, brother, we lead the question again. Did he do it?
I am leaning towards.
Jeez.
That yes, he did do it. I don't know how, because at the moment it's saying that he is the Epstein of the hip hop urban industry.
That's mad, isn't it?
In the music industry.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
So that's what they're at the moment they're raiding his house for connection to trafficking, aren't they?
Yes, exactly that, for human trafficking. And human trafficking is a description that may be taken out of context. So a lot of things come under the understanding of human trafficking. Does that make sense? I mean, even in the UK, if you're paid less than the minimum wage and you should be paying more than the minimum, then it's human trafficking. So there's a lot of things that are come under that.
Yeah, it's not like he's bringing people from different countries,
even though
sneaking them in.
Even though he could be.
Wow, did he do it? We don't know.
Correct. Also, with the blackmail situation, is that they're actually saying that this black male is blackmailing other black males. Do you get it? So to put something in their drinks when they're overly drunk, getting them to kiss so and so, getting them to do sexual things with so and so. Maybe they didn't realize, oh, it's a wig. It's actually a man. They took the wig off, took a picture. Do you know what I mean? So there's loads of madnesses that
yeah.
Allegedly they're saying that Diddy is the ringleader for. Even if Diddy is not the ringleader, if it is true, he might have to take the fall for it. Does that make sense? If it was someone else's idea to do these things, blah 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 blah
So
blah.
that's where I want to go
Diddy
next.
might be go on.
Keep going. Sorry.
I'm just saying Diddy might be the one that has to take the fall for it because he's in the association. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like if you're, and this is morally speaking, it's wrong, but this is business.
Yeah.
The way that one business destroys other businesses to become the head honcho of the business world is to sadly do underhanding things, unethical things to other businesses to ensure that they get they become successful.
100%.
So for example, a big huge company like a Sainsbury's, Asda may have contracts with, let's say, lotion brands that says you cannot sell this lotion in any other shops.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, and Sainsbury's becomes bigger and better because they have all of these deals with all of these other brands that can only, so you have to go to Sainsbury's to get that.
Yeah.
To some extent, that is business. What might be happening is Diddy has seen, or somebody has said, yo, I've got a picture of Meek Mill's doing a madness. So use this picture to make sure Meek gets on this record with your artist.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah. Or make sure he doesn't go on, make sure he doesn't say anything bad about you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're doing these underhanded things that are maybe not ethical in any way, shape, or form. Some could even be illegal, and they're using that to their benefit. Does that make sense? To some extent, that's business. To some extent, it's the way the world has always ran.
The music industry,
and human existence.
Yeah, of
Do you
course.
get me? Like if someone's done you bad, if you hate that person, you might link with his gal.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm just assuming. So what I'm saying is, we always do underhanded things.
Yeah, to get like a one-up.
Just to get a one-up. Yes.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You were gonna say something. Cool.
So all I was gonna say, and like what you're saying, and I know you said maybe someone else has to take the brunt or the blame. So off this, from a different conversation, I was sent a like little clip of an interview that someone done regarding Jeffrey Epstein. And they said it's all planned by the CIA, basically. So the conversation we were having in my group, and the reason they sent it, is because Diddy was not always Diddy. Somewhere along the line, he needed the resources to be able to do these things. So same with Jeffrey Epstein. He wasn't always this guy. He must have met or been or someone along the line have put in place access, resource to these things. So it may be someone he's met along the line and he's exploited them. So they were saying Jeffrey Epstein was friends on both political parties and was doing, like he was doing crazy on both sides. Putting elections at risk because he was on both sides doing stuff. But obviously he's been placed there to be able to do that. He's worked his way there. So what we were saying is there someone above Diddy that's played him along? And then we spoke about Snowfall and how obviously the CIA put drugs into the community to help control and to fund. So basically that's the conversation but not take anything away from what Diddy's doing, because free will is a hell of a free will. You know what that was? It's a thing. So not to say anything about what Diddy's doing, but is there, for all of them, is there someone that has been able to provide them with access and resources?
Do you know how deep that is? I was trying to find something on my phone. I can't find it.
Oh, you got something? So it's basically a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
But before you go on, let's flip and come back. So we're talking conspiracy theories now.
We are talking.
How are you feeling? Because you had something, you was ready to go.
No, I was just going to say, when you mentioned the CIA, I just thought,
just for an example.
No, but that's perfect. Because there are government officials, there are governmental organizations, departments that are built purposely to control, contain certain things. Now, this is not conspiracy. This is the CIA really does exist. The FBI really does exist. GCHQ really does exist. They're doing it for the betterment of, in their opinion, they're doing it for the betterment of the country that they're serving. Yeah. But they do exist to put things in communities to control. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when you said that, someone may have had a conversation with Diddy and been like, "Rah, I've got this on these three people. Boom, boom, boom. Look how successful you can be if you just do this, do this." He'd be like, "Okay, what do you want? you want to be nominated for a Grammy. You want to be nominated for this award. Okay, watch this. I've got, see the executive over there. I've got this on him. He cheated on his wife with a 16-year-old girl or a 15-year-old girl. Boom. Blah, blah, blah. Have that conversation. Rah. I didn't just get nominated. I won an award.
Yeah.
Rah. That stuff over there works. There might have been one random guy doing it for, okay, I got 3. And then Diddy's grabbed that and been like, imagine I did that with the whole industry.
Yeah.
Or he could have himself been put in a situation where he's like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. He's back against the wall.
Exactly. And then, no, did he? Back against the, I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, he could have seen it or could have been in that, even if it's just a small thing. Does that make sense? Like, all right, cool. With this, all right, to pay this guy, I've got to give him 100 grand. But Rad, you see what he did to me? If I did that to these people, I could be in this kind of position. And maybe it didn't mean to go down a rabbit hole. Maybe it was just like, I literally did see you two doing a madness in the nightclub at one time. And I'm reminding you, hey, I did it. I got this picture on you. I didn't really have a picture on you, but I just said it. And then you literally gave me £1 million. You literally said, okay, cool. Don't say that. I'll do a song with your artist. Or I'll do this. Or I'll make sure it's on the radio. Blah, blah, blah.
Bro, but the thing is,
it started from that little seed in the soil, and it just grew into a forest. But
the thing is, what you're saying is 100% because we do it at this little level. Like we may have a picture, like you may have a picture of a man drunk.
Okay, go on. Yeah,
whatever. And you might say in a group arguing, brother, keep going. Watch if I don't. It's blackmail. Yeah. Brother, all right, keep talking, edit. Watch if I don't drop. Watch if I don't drop the picture in. Suddenly, your man's like, joke, cool, allow it. Allow it. You know them ones. Yeah. So at this little tiny stage,
and it's scaled up. Yes, correct.
Yeah. So now imagine me and you were doing, I don't know, a multi-million pound deal, and you were telling me, yo, I want 10. I'm saying, brother, I'll give you 7. I want 10. Is it? You'll give me 7 when I show your wife these pictures.
Yeah, exactly.
Brother, I'll take 7, big man, and the 7, pictures. Yeah, well, 7 in the pictures, brother.
Facts.
You know, so obviously it's the same concept, just done on a larger scale. But you have to have something to be able to, you know, to bargain with. 100%. So I'm saying, is it someone above Diddy that's enabled him to be able to do this stuff, or has he got to a position in his career where he's now at the top?
And again, I don't want people to get lost with this example I'm going to use. Yeah,
no, but we're going, man. We're flowing, man.
Even the American government do this.
Yeah.
For example, TikTok at the moment, they're trying to shut down TikTok for its use in America.
Oh, okay, they've shut it somewhere else, like China or somewhere, aren't they? Or Japan or someone. In
China, you can't have. Yeah, they got a totally different kind of system. It's TikTok. I think it's owned by the same company, but they don't call it TikTok. They call it something else. And the algorithm's totally different in China.
Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. So what the American government have said is, okay, TikTok owner who was in Congress or was in whatever meeting they had a conversation and said, look, you've got these parameters. Yeah. Either you sell the company within I think it's like 180 million in the next 100 days or something ridiculous like that, or this and this happens. Yeah. Does that make sense? The British government, not the British government can do it, but the American government do that with all sort of things. Mark Zuckerberg was saying like, this is what Facebook is doing, this is what Instagram is doing. We demand that you do something, or we can just ban the whole thing.
We'll lock your whole thing off.
Exactly. But even though that's quote unquote legal, even though there's so many people that work for that company that would lose their employment, blah blah blah, revenue streams, blah blah blah, it's still legal. What Diddy's doing, apparently, because we don't know, allegedly, is doing the exact same thing, but illegally. Yeah. Does that make sense? It's all corrupt, man. That's why I'd go back in time and say, Eve, don't eat the damn apple, brother. That's why, man. Everything corrupt.
That's where it stems from, yeah?
That's it, man. That's where
it stems from. Boy, we're talking metaphorically.
Yeah.
If someone is feeding Diddy, no Diddy, what do you think their purpose would be? Do you think there's a stage where maybe he starts to rebel and they say, brother, what do you think I've got all of this stuff on you. Are you what? Do you think you could just say no now? Do you think that's kind of where it triggers and where we see a lot of this stuff come to light? Because
I think
a lot of this stuff is all historic. Like all these people like Jeffrey Epstein, my guy here, what's the brother? Jim, what's the brother's name again?
Savile?
Yeah, Savile. Yeah. Like all of these things, how historic they are. So somewhere, someone's sitting on a lot of information.
Bad boy information, yeah. Fact.
Yeah, somewhere, for all of this to come out, someone's sitting on a lot of information. So why does it only suddenly come out 30 years later? And it comes out at the time, but at the time it's not really got enough traction.
So the question is, because these things have happened all the time. I was going to use another example. Don't forget your point. Like Martin Luther King Jr., yeah?
Yeah.
Apparently the FBI had information on the sexual relationship Martin Luther King was having with other people that was not his wife, and was trying to frame him with these conversations, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It's sort of the same thing, but apparently it's legal. It's legal for the government to do. The point I was trying to make is, the reason why it works for them to some extent, but it doesn't work for the entertainment industry or Diddy specifically, is because they leave holes. Mm. The reason why R. Kelly's thing got mashed up is because the PP video was in every hood. People were seeing him PPing on one guy.
I didn't see R. Kelly PP on nobody.
I never, but apparently.
Allegedly.
And his brother took the fall for him.
Yeah, of course.
Allegedly. I don't know what I'm going to put in tonight. So allegedly. These sort of things are not like... Diddy's a human, isn't it?
Yeah.
Though he might have millions of dollars behind him, he doesn't have billions or trillions of dollars behind him. That can make sure, okay, this tape is secured.
Yeah.
This is the only tape. We've not made copies of it. This tape's in a vault somewhere, locked up. So you still got these things to play about, but it's in a vault, it's safe. Whereas Diddy's situation is, okay, he did his mashup with Cassie, and Cassie's able to go on, and she may have proof on the whole situation.
Yeah.
And now she's brave enough, strong enough, got a husband, got kids, got a family.
Yeah.
She can say, all right, let me go back, because that traumatic thing needs to be dealt with. Does that make sense? And all these other people, whether it's the videos I've seen of like Justin Bieber, when he's like, yeah, we should have a sleepover, when he was 15 years old, talking to Diddy, and these weird situations with him and Usher, and him and other people, even him and J-Lo. Anyway, I'm not going to talk further. But these situations, it's like, you may have won the war back then.
Yeah.
But you may have won the battle, you haven't won the war, how the phrase goes. Because at the time, they were scared and afraid. But now these people that you were doing these things to, and there might have been hundreds of other people, are strong enough together to say, no, wait, let's just stop this foolishness. Let's go. And these raids on his houses, all of his houses, the chartering of his jets, the amount of lawsuits that's going against him, what the FBI and all of the government are doing costs money.
Yeah,
so they must have proof that we think this is a madness. We're going to do all of this stuff to go out. Yeah, so there is something there, and I think they've got enough there.
Well, I think what you said, it's going to cost them a lot of money, and also it could cost them a lot of embarrassment. Trust.
Yeah.
Like if they do this, they do all of this and they're completely wrong, the whole race thing is going to explode in America again. Like if they're completely wrong and there's no wrongdoings by Diddy, they have to make this conscious decision that they're going after arguably one of the most important people in hip-hop history, probably black community in America.
In terms of success.
Yeah, success and entrepreneurship.
But there is an underlining current of the industry saying, yeah, we've known Diddy's been off for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's just not Diddy. That's most record execs, like white, black, Jewish. They all, like, there's stories about all of them.
We're not anti-Semitic.
Big one.
Don't go at the Jews, man, because they weren't there. They got you.
All right, say no more. Well, I'm just saying. There's stories, innit? There's stories, facts, brother. Facts. Especially in the music industry.
Yeah, facts. Let me say this, though.
Say it.
No matter what happens, I need a girl to ride,
banger, brother.
Ride. I need a... You can't do him like you did R. Kelly.
Yeah, it's gone, brother. It's cancelled.
No.
It's gone. What do you mean? It's gone.
No. R. Kelly made some of the greatest songs on earth. They still bang to this day.
Gone. Biggie's cancelled.
Biggie's cancelled.
Yeah, that's too, brother, because that's Bad Boy.
You can't cancel everything under the
thing. Everything is gone, brother.
Fam, impossible.
Bad Boy, anything Bad Boy is gone.
Shout out to Danny C. Kane. Do you ever watch
Making the Band?
Making the Band, yeah. What, season 3, I think that was.
I never watched it, but even the song he did with Skepta, Band. His song Black Kings.
That song
Black
weren't that.
King God with gigs. Band.
That song weren't that. What song weren't banging that crazy?
The Skepta one was serious.
Respectfully, nah.
Nah, it was, brother, for the industry.
Respectfully.
for the industry, when Diddy forwarded and said he's making tune with Skepta, I remember seeing it on Twitter or wherever it was.
Hear it, but
you weren't in the industry then, though, bro.
I need a girl to ride, ride.
Yeah.
Whatever bangers though. That's
Diddy's got rhythms.
Diddy's got some tunes.
Trade it all. Diddy's got rhythms, bro.
Yo, he's got some bangers, you know.
Yeah,
he's got some bangers. I'm not. I Believe I Can Fly still rocks to this day. Is what I'm saying. Shout out to R. Kelly. Yeah.
It's over this side. He's talking all of these things.
I'm just saying, musically, you can't cut the people them off. If the song bangs, the song bangs, innit? What I'm really trying to say is DJs, no matter what happens,
so you want to
keep the party alive.
I Need a Girl, yeah?
That song needs to continue to bang.
No, it's a big song. It's a big song. But is there a way that we can take music success away from his personal life? Or do you not think that's... Because obviously they never did it with R. Kelly.
Interesting.
As soon as R. Kelly was convicted...
Yeah.
His music was cancelled. But then I feel that there's probably other artists in other genres...
Come on.
...that maybe have done similar, been accused of similar, but their music's still played. I don't know. Is cancel culture outside of the black community?
That's a great question. Do other cultures cancel their celebrities like we cancel our celebrities?
I think on the big scale, like Jimmy Savile, I think when you're talking... Yeah, you don't reckon?
He's dead, though.
True.
So what are we really cancelling? His shows don't continue. He's not...
I think on the larger scale, possibly, but...
What's this geezer that's apparently done a thing on ITV? What's this guy's name?
Ew.
We did a show. We did an episode where we talked about it.
Oh, Phil?
Yes, Phil. He's not cancelled, is he? I mean, he's not doing stuff, but he's not doing stuff off his own back. He said, yeah, I'm stepping out of it, blah, blah, blah.
To be fair, people poured out in support for him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know if other cultures do the thing like that.
But like I said, we got a strange culture that glorifies.
That's a good point.
We glorify murder, glorify drug dealing, glorify sexualized behavior. Even not so much, because it's not ever gonna say, but even rape. Like someone like Tupac went to prison for rape, bruv. You don't hear nothing about that. Mike Tyson. Like these brothers, like I'm not even trying to get on it, but
yeah, but Mike Tyson, though, come on.
But Tupac and Mike, but still, like people see Mike, they say he's the god. They see Tupac, they say he's the god. But these brothers got convictions. Like we're not talking about allegations, we're talking about convictions.
That's a good point you're making.
You know them ones, but you know what I mean.
I think we definitely. It seems as though we definitely pick and choose who we cut down, and depending on what kind of atrocities they do. Does that make sense? Like if it's like every song that bangs is about whoremongering. It's about a man sleeping with a whole heap of gal and blah blah blah, doing this, doing that, boom boom boom. But if the song bangs, it's still gets played. So they can be boastful about their unethical behavior.
Let's see,
they can be boastful about their unethical behavior, or even if they can scream out murder, drilling this, drilling that, chef him up, blah blah blah, and that song still plays. I don't know.
Maybe, do you know what I'd be interested to see? What I'm actually going to do after this stops? I'm going to see the top 10 biggest hip-hop tracks of all time and see which ones don't glorify bad behavior.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what they would be. Maybe Drake's up there now because of obviously selling.
Yeah.
But in sense of influential, I don't think Drake's...
Influential tracks.
Yeah.
Songs. Okay.
Like, I don't think Drake's up there. Like, for me, it'd be something like Changes, like Tupac. We see no changes. It's gonna in a little bit, you know?
Okay,
where he's mentioning, he's not glorifying it, but he's talking about that. So, it'd be interesting to see.
That would be interesting.
It'd be interesting to see if, what kind of message that these big tracks have.
Because in hip hop, we kind of glorify, or it's accepted. Violence is accepted.
It's celebrated. It's celebrated.
100%. Stateside. So it's celebrated. So it's
celebrated here. Drill. Celebrated amongst the community. It's not celebrated amongst it's accepted in the industry.
Yeah.
But it is celebrated.
No, I
kids then say to me, "Oh, have you heard 511?" I'm like, nah, yeah, they're talking about when they killed one brother on the side road and blah blah blah, and shanking his head, and I'm like, what? And you think that's cool? And it's real life? And they're like, yeah, it's crazy.
I hear it. Little Dirt talks about. I just wanted to keep it stateside, didn't it?
You don't want to bring it over here.
You know what I mean? I didn't want to.
You tried to make the differentiation.
No, but I hear it. But what I would say is, we do have a problem in. We haven't fully comprehended how someone can do evil or do things wrong of a certain level and still accept his art. If that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, because don't get me wrong, the British government funded slavery.
Woo!
But we're still not. You know what I mean? We're cut off the British government, are we, or the British England? You see me? I'm still here. I'm still there.
I know, and you could go home, big man.
I could.
A couple of watchers probably want you to go home as well.
So we're very selective. I don't know. I don't understand why we're so selective.
And you know what it is? I don't know if it's the people's personal preference or just the preference of society. So maybe if society tells us murder's okay if it's amongst gang members, personally you might say, nah, I still like same me with the N-word.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't use it. I don't think it's a word that should be used. Society tells me as long as we're both black, bro, I can say it as many times as I want. You can say it as many. You can call it whoever you want to call it. You can say it. You can sing it. You can put it in lyrics. You can put it in shows. You can put it everywhere. That's what society tells us. Yeah, personally, it's not for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of it comes down to... And the same with like snitching. Brother, you think I care if 6ix9ine snitched on the whole of his gang? Personally, I don't care. But society tells me snitching's wrong and that he should be...
Well, is it society or is it our subculture of society?
Well, our society then. Or our culture, our society.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good point.
Whatever. Not to say I listen to 6ix9ine, but I don't really care that he snitched. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me.
Well, what's the new one? Gunna?
Yeah, Gunna and all of them. Like, yeah, I never listened to them, man, anyway, but... Like, I'm not going to listen to him because he's now a snitch.
Because they deem him a snitch.
Yeah, because society says he's a snitch. But personally, why? If he's involved in it and he's been caught, everyone else is involved in it. I don't agree with it, but...
It's interesting what happens to celebrities who are at the top of our subcultures, like Mount Rushmores.
Yeah. Do you
know what I mean? Like, the people that are at the top. It's interesting to see how I don't know if we celebrate their fall or if we just see them falling and with it. Do you know what I mean? It's strange.
It's like a bandwagon thing though, isn't it? Like,
do you think like
when they're high, everyone's so proud.
Yeah.
But then when they start to fall now, everyone's disgusted.
Like, because people who name someone who's in Diddy's position in terms of entertainment wise.
Jay-Z.
I don't hate Jay-Z.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Do you know what I mean?
But they say he's next.
Yeah.
That's what they...
But what I mean is
people looking for it, though. Because that's what I was saying at the start. Is it like a hate thing? Like, people are looking for a reason. Why is he up there? How can he be up there?
But this is the thing. Because so let's use those two as an example. Jay-Z and Diddy. There are clear signs in Diddy's existence or people around Diddy that are saying he's been doing weird things for a long time.
Yeah.
With Jay-Z, he has been, as far as I'm aware, he's been consistent with his behavior.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And even if he's doing things that are, I'm trying to use a big word, egregious. Is that a word?
I don't know, brother.
I'm trying to say smart. Atrocious. I don't know. I'm trying
atrocious
to say
is a word.
If he's doing atrocious things, like, it's not seen. People aren't talking about it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So we don't scream for his downfall.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's really interesting why. As soon as I heard about Diddy, I was just like, yeah, he's. You know what I mean,
and I think the thing is, in all honesty, let's be honest. Yeah. A lot of the times we hear these crazy things, we're not really shocked. Like, it's not like oh my, I would have never thought it would have been him. You know, like, I'm not shocked.
Yeah. Like, for example, if someone said that Suge Knight just like chucked someone over a balcony, I'd be like, Yeah, that's
that's
been what he's been on. If 50 Cent's been like shot at somebody or somebody shot at 50, I'd be like, okay, that kind of makes sense because that's kind of his past. Does that make sense? If someone was to say, yo, 50 was like
gay,
exactly, I'd be like, what?
Like,
I'd be like, what?
Yeah,
because he doesn't give off that impression in any way, shape, or form. So that's why I'm just like,
or even like if you swap someone like Russell Simmons with Suge Knight.
Yeah.
Switch that roles.
Yeah.
You know, and then suddenly Russell Simmons, who's Christian and he does the church.
No, he's not Christian.
Or the other, his brother, Reverend,
yeah.
So swap them and then suddenly you're hearing he's chucked people off the balcony and he's involved in all of this crazy stuff. Like, you'd be like, huh?
Yeah, well,
that's a bit, it's a bit shocking. But I guess a lot of the times when it is these big celebrities, it's not really shocking. Maybe Bill Cosby was a bit shocking.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that was a shock effect. But like you said, but then for years, people have said stuff and he's said Cosby, stuff and he's done comedy, like he's done comedy stuff where he's talking about putting stuff in drinks and, you know, that one. So,
yeah, man.
I don't know, brother.
Is it the price of fame?
Yep, that's it.
Is it the price of fame? Is it you've sacrificed enough, now the devil needs it back?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's questions, man.
I think you either have to be crystal clear
on your what?
Like on your record, or you just have to embrace it. Someone like 50 and say, yeah, I've been shot, I've shot people, I've beat people up, you know, that's me.
Yeah.
You know, them ones of these. So if, like you said, and Suge and all of these people that have done this mad stuff, there's probably, other than the stuff that they always fall back to, other than paedophilia and satanic Illuminati, there's nothing really you could say to these guys that would shock you.
Say about these guys that would
shock you. Yeah, 50,
facts.
Suge Knight. Like, there's nothing really, like, even down to, we spoke about it before, and it's obviously never acceptable, but even down to rape. Like, if you heard, oh, Suge Knight raped a girl, you wouldn't be like, oh, you'd be like, that's Suge Knight. You know that one?
Yeah,
so, and that's never a good thing, but I think people like that, whereas Diddy, I guess Diddy tried to run that life where he's crystal clear, but I think there was probably a lot of stuff going on.
But if you're not crystal clear, if you're not clean, it's going to come out, innit?
Of course. So, eventually.
That's the thing, that's the thing. If you're a youngster, unless you've got nothing on you, you've been clean and pure, then you can go in there and stay clean and pure.
Yeah.
But if there is a stain on your garment, if you enjoy the nastiness...
Listen, if you rub someone up the wrong way, no Diddy...
then them kind of things are going to come out. Do you get it? So like the stuff that they're saying about Diddy, he may have been bi since he was a pick-me. And he's been hiding it for so long, but it eventually came out and now it's just like splundered into something foolish. But if he would have came out when he was like, what, in 1994,
but then I don't think
then none of this would have been as crazy.
No, but
he might not have been as successful.
Yeah, I don't think he would be where he is.
Yeah.
Back then, I think now, maybe a bit more acceptable. Like, I know the hip hop community is probably not as accepting as the rest of the industry.
Yeah, I guess.
But back then, I don't think he would have made it. So if it's something he has hidden for a long time, obviously it was time for it to come to the forefront. But do you think there's any sense of him like trying to get ahead of the curve?
What do you mean?
So like Phil, you said Phil. Before everything came out, didn't he come out and say, this is what's happened?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So like, Diddy coming out ahead, and maybe if Diddy is bisexual, or maybe coming out and saying, do you know what, for the past how many years I've struggled with my sexuality. And a lot of people do that, don't they? Before it comes to like that final, the end, they address it.
Yeah. He could have done that.
That's even if it's true. Well, maybe he's fighting. He's going down on his shield, brother. He's
but what
saying,
I mean is,
you can't get me.
Because it's not. I know that we're mentioning it. It's not just the fact that his sexuality. That's not what necessarily is in question.
Of course not.
It's the madness that's been going behind it.
Yeah.
And with other people involved. That's kind of the madness. So if he would have seen, okay, yeah, I've been doing atrocious things. Okay, cool. I'm going to give everyone back their publishing, which he has done.
Yeah.
Loads of people. I don't know if he's done everyone. Give them back their publishing and just stayed quiet. I'm not going to go in the limelight. I'm not going to release an album. I'm just going to go under. I'm going to make the label as big as possible and just be in the quiet in the background. People wouldn't have came out.
Yeah.
He could have quietly done some things in the background and said like, oh, I've stopped doing the foolishness. I was wrong. In the background, no one needs to know me. And he could have kind of lived a perfect life. but he's a boastful N-word who likes the
yeah.
flashiness, likes to be seen and heard, likes to be out in the front. And when you've done a madness, people can't see you on a mountaintop and just be like, yo, and be comfortable with it. There's gonna be something burning inside them.
Big
That's gonna
man,
be like, every time I see you, I hate you.
Will come to light.
What can we learn from this, brother? What can we learn from this?
I don't know. Don't be on the forefront. If you're gonna do a madness,
yeah, stay in the background.
if you're gonna do a madness,
come off the camera.
Be the bodyguard. You know, but really, you're the really one in control. You know that. I know you didn't watch Game of Thrones, but there's one brother called, what's his name, Littlefinger. I can't remember if that was his name, but he was the whisper, the person in the ear.
Yeah.
So he would always align himself with the most powerful person. Yeah. But he was never the person at the forefront. He was always the person in the background. So we would reap all the benefits of the decisions and the power. Yeah. But he was the person that was in the background.
I hear it.
So we'll just be good, man. Do unto those who you prepare to do unto yourself, or whatever. Where does it go?
Do unto others as you would like them to do unto yours.
Boom! There you go, brother. Just be a nice person.
DJs, my encouragement is don't stop playing the bad boy music. That's what I got to say.
On the last thing, because we haven't got long, but I don't know if I say the word right. Is it philanthropy?
Philanthropy?
That word.
Philanthropist?
Philanthropy, yeah. That word. So I Googled Diddys.
Yeah.
And he gives millions and millions and millions of pounds to like different charities. He obviously does the what's it called run, the New York Marathon, all to raise money. And I think them things are not celebrated. But like you said, is that I've done all of this bad stuff. This is the good stuff, the yin and the yang. Yeah. So I continue to do the bad stuff, but I'm also gonna give millions, exactly the same as Jimmy Savile.
I hear it.
That was his approach to it, innit? So he'd raise all these millions and millions of pounds for
look what I'm
children.
Doing. Look at the good stuff.
And then that time he's doing all the bad stuff with
good stuff's over here. Come on,
look. No.
Distraction.
Every time people look, he's trying to just move your head to the side. I just give another million to what they called NCCA. Is it National Negro College and Association?
College.
Yeah. I just give another meal to that.
NAACP.
You know? Not the fact I've got a bus full of 15-year-old girls. But don't worry, don't watch that because I just give another 2 million. Allegedly. Yeah.
It'll all come out one day, man. It'll come out soon, I reckon.
Do you reckon? I reckon a lot of things is going down in history and it would just be...
Now, something will come out. Not everything, but something will come out.
For him personally or in general?
For him personally. And as well as if he's able to escape the country like Russell is doing, Russell Simmons is in like Bali or something, and they don't extradite you. So if America wants you in for anything, they're not going to kick you out of the country.
What's Russell Simmons in for?
Same rape.
So I use him as an example, and even the right person to use.
No, you meant his brother. You were saying Rev.
Rev.
So if Diddy does get out of the country and he's just going to stay out of the country forever, and that's his thing. Stay out there.
Are we cancelling Russell though?
He's been cancelled by bad people, but he's not in the industry.
Well, Def Jam.
Yeah, but he's not. He doesn't own Def Jam. He's sold all of the stocks, and everything.
So. He got out
and he's quietly doing his thing over there.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you got to do, man. Do your crimes and escape.
People, we are the broken generation. Even though we said this was going to be a quick one, we just banged out 160 minutes.
No Diddy.
Yeah. Episode 51. I am Danger. ITZ Danger.
I go by the name of last name Henry.
And we are the Broken Generation.
Broken Generation podcast is brought to you by Sophisticated Rebel Apparel. Available at www.sophisticatedrebel.uk. Be seen. Be heard. Be you.